If you have watched any of my recent videos, you probably know that I am a proud Volvo XC90 owner, but you should also know that I'm currently looking for a new car. There are a variety of reasons why I've decided that now is the time to get a new car, but more importantly, I'm going to talk to you about how to go about looking for a new car, specifically here. If you can't tell, I'm in the Walter E. Washington Convention Center, which is where the Washington Auto Show is held every January. And I'm here to tell you that you can use the car show as a really great tool to help you find the next car. But you have to know what you're doing. Hey guys, I'm Phaedra from All Things Phaedra, and I love cars, travel, entertainment, and all things, and I'm going to take you along with me. So today, I'm going to talk to you about how to car shop at a car show in 5 easy steps. Now, before we get started, let me tell you that there are a couple different types of car shows out there. Some of the smaller markets, they're actually run by local dealerships, and the people at the car shows are going to be people that are going to be pressuring you to potentially buy their car. If you live in a major market like DC or Detroit or New York or LA or some of the other big car shows out there, this is where you want to go because you are not going to find salespeople on the floor. You are going to find people from the automakers, the manufacturers, and their product experts. So no stress, no hassle, no pressure. So here's step one. Do your research. It's okay to go in blind, but you're going to have a better experience if you at least have an idea of what you're looking for. So for me, which some of you may know, I am an SUV girl, right? I love my Volvo, but I'm ready for something a little smaller, a little more budget friendly. And so I've already done some research. Now, the way that I have done that is I use a Google Sheet, much like this one. I create columns for things that are important to me. The make, the model, it could be the drivetrain, it could be the trim, it could be the exterior color, interior color, and things that are important to the drive like horsepower, torque, and also fuel economy. If there are other things that are important to you, put it on there. Like, does it have a third row? Does it have leather seating? Does it come with a light interior? And then as you start to research some of the different cars that are out there, you can see which ones will check the boxes for you. So I initially started with a list of 8 cars and diving in and looking at them in more detail, looking at the features that they have, the price range that it's in. I narrowed it down to 3 cars, and you can see them right here. The Toyota Crown Signia, the Mazda CX-70, and the Kia Sorento. So I'm coming into the auto show knowing that these are some vehicles that I know I want to see. Now, unfortunately, Mazda does not participate in car shows anymore. It's part of their overall marketing strategy. So I'm going to keep that in mind. They are not here, along with other things like BMW, Mercedes, and a couple others no longer participate in car shows. But a lot of them are still here, and they're bringing out a lot of the models, especially the new models, that aren't on the dealership lots yet. Step 2, this is the fun part. This is where you walk the floor and you open and close all the car doors, you sit inside, you check out all the features, and you simply enjoy the car. Now, this is your chance to look at everything about the car and not have anybody stop you, unless, of course, it's locked. You can check the cargo space in the back. You can check how easy it is to fold the seats. You can check and see if it can fit car seats in the back. You can check all of the compartments. You can check my favorite, all the cup holders, and really get a feel for what it's like to sit in the car. Do you fit in the car? Does your spouse fit in the car? Would your kids fit in the car? Would your dog fit in the car? So really take the time to explore it in detail. Now, this right now is my number one choice. This is the Crown Signia, which replaced the Toyota Venza. It is the SUV, or some call it a wagon version, of the Toyota Crown, which replaced the Toyota Avalon. Personally, I love the body design. I love the wheels, which is part of the limited package. And the interior is gorgeous. You'll get a chance to really explore the interior of the car, like I do with all my car review videos. Get a chance to feel the materials. And although this one isn't lit up and they don't have the shifter knob attached, you can get a sense of where you would put your cups, where you would put your phone, and generally how you feel and how well you fit in the car. Personally, I think I look good in this car. But I also need to consider my backseat passengers. So I get a chance to sit back here and see how my visibility is and see what my headroom is like. I'm going to get into it and fold the seats down so I get a sense of how easy it is and how much cargo space I have. And then I'm going to look in the back as well because I want to see what the cargo space is like. And can I put the seats down from back here? Answer, yes, I can. Number 3, it's okay to be surprised. So I'm walking into the car show with a couple of models already in mind, but I'm going to keep my mind open and keep my eyes open and check out some other models that I might not have considered. I do love both the Bronco and the Bronco Sport, and I haven't spent much time in either, so this is my chance. Price-wise, both of them fit into my budget, but I really want a hybrid because I just don't want to spend a lot on gas. And also there are things that you'll want to research afterwards to find out long-term reliability on some of these vehicles. Now this one's a surprise to me, and it really shouldn't. This is the Ford Maverick, and I spent a week in a Ford Maverick, but I forgot that they have the Ford Maverick Hybrid. It's within my price range, and look at this fuel economy. This is the Lariat, and the interior is gorgeous. I just have one question. Can you see me as a truck girl? Number 4, ask questions. All those pretty people that are here at the car show that look like they're models, well, some of them actually are, but they are also product specialists. So it is their job not only to look good, but to be knowledgeable about the cars that they are representing. Seriously, these guys treat it like homework. They have to learn the specs, they have to learn the pricing, they have to learn the availability, they have to learn the models, they have to learn the trims. So use it to your advantage. They're not there to sell you, they're there to educate and inform you. And then number 5, take pictures of everything, because when you are here, if you're not used to looking at a lot of cars, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're going to forget what you're looking at. So take a picture of the front, take a picture of the back, take a picture of the dash, and then my favorite one is to stick your camera in and take a picture from the front seat looking all the way back. It'll give you an idea of the depth. And you don't have to document every single detail, but this is going to help you if you then want to go back and check the manufacturer's website and be like, now which model was I looking at? Which options did it have? The photos are going to be a big help. Now, do I expect that you will make a decision just based on your experience at the car show? No. And in fact, I don't want you to. But this is what's going to help you create your short list, because you want to go to the dealerships and you want to test drive them. Oh, and by the way, if you go to test drive, don't let them talk you into some short little route where you turn around and come back. No. You take that car for a test drive wherever you want to go. On the highway, on the back roads, try backing into a parking space, front into a parking space. Really get a feel for the car. And then after that, you're ready to make your deal. So if you are not used to going to car shows with this in mind, this is what I like to do, and I have had a ton of fun. Now, am I going to buy a new car? And did I see that new car today? Maybe. But I'm going to recommend that you not only like this video, but you subscribe, because I want you to come back and see what I end up getting, if anything. So thanks, guys, and look for more car content this year because there's a lot of good stuff out there. And I will see you next time.